I kept it hidden in my pencil case, tucked between erasers and mechanical pencils. The little blue Tamagotchi with the cracked keychain loop fit perfectly in the zippered pocket, and if I pressed my ear close to my desk, I could hear it, that tiny, insistent beep asking for something. Food, attention, love, maybe. The patio da escola was where we all gathered before first bell, comparing our digital pets, trading tips, showing off the ones that had evolved into weird alien creatures. Everyone had one. Everyone was obsessed. Mrs. Henderson's math class was third period, and she was strict about electronics. No Game Boys, no pagers, definitely no Tamagotchis. But that didn't stop anyone. We just got better at hiding them. I'd gotten mine 2 weeks earlier at the toy store in the mall, standing in line for 20 minutes while the cashier restocked the shelf. It was the last blue one. I remember clutching it in the car ride home, reading the tiny instruction booklet, feeling like I'd been trusted with something important. Now it was part of my routine. Wake it up in the morning, feed it before school, check it between classes. The thing was, it wasn't just a toy. It felt real somehow, like something actually depended on me, like I was responsible for keeping this pixelated creature alive and happy. The bell rang for lunch, and I grabbed my backpack, feeling the familiar weight of the pencil case inside. Something was about to happen today. I could feel it. Our school sat on the edge of town where the houses started to thin out and the fields began. In the morning, you could smell fresh-cut grass drifting through the open windows of the classrooms, that green smell that meant spring was coming. The patio was really just a concrete courtyard with a few picnic tables and a basketball hoop with a chain net that clinked when the wind blew. But it was ours. I ate lunch there every day with the same group. We'd spread out our cafeteria lunches, the rectangle pizza, the little cartons of chocolate milk, the soft pretzels that came in plastic bags, and between bites, we'd pull out our Tamagotchis. Mine beeped right as I sat down. I checked it under the table, casual, like I was tying my shoe. It was hungry. I pressed the buttons quickly, the little pixelated mouth opening and closing as it ate digital bread. Across from me, someone else's beeped, then another. It was like a secret language, these tiny chirps and chimes hidden in backpacks and pockets. Only we could hear them. Teachers walked by and we'd freeze, screens hidden, faces innocent. The moment they passed, we'd go right back to feeding, playing, cleaning up pixelated poop. The light that afternoon had that warm quality, soft and golden, streaming through the windows of the cafeteria and making everything glow a little. Dust floated in the beams. Someone laughed about their Tamagotchi turning into a blob creature. Someone else showed off a full-grown one that looked like a little round bird. I checked mine again. It was happy. The little heart icons were full. I felt proud of that, in a way I couldn't quite explain. The thing about the patio was that it became headquarters for everything. Trading stickers, I had a whole collection stuck to the inside of my locker, holographic ones and scratch and sniff ones and cartoon characters from shows I didn't even watch anymore. We'd trade Tamagotchi tips there too. What buttons to press to make them evolve faster, how often to feed them, whether turning the lights off at night actually helped them sleep better. My Tamagotchi was 3 days away from evolving. I'd kept it alive longer than any previous attempt. The first one had died within 48 hours. I'd forgotten to feed it during a sleepover, and woke up to a pixelated angel floating off the screen. I'd felt genuinely sad about it. This time was different. This time I was committed. During 5th period study hall, I kept the pencil case on my lap under the desk. The teacher was reading at the front, not paying attention. I unzipped it slowly, quietly, and checked the screen. Still happy, still alive. I fed it, played the little guessing game where you pick left or right. It won. The happy animation danced across the screen. Around me, I could hear other people doing the same thing. The soft beeping was almost constant now, a quiet soundtrack to the afternoon. We were all in on it together, this secret network of kids keeping tiny digital creatures alive, passing notes about which buttons did what, celebrating when someone's evolved into the good alien instead of the weird blob. Mine beeped again. Not hungry, not sick, just checking in. I smiled and pressed the light button, illuminating the tiny screen. Almost time. It happened during last period, English class, and we were supposed to be reading silently. The classroom was warm, the afternoon sun pouring through the windows in thick golden beams that made everything feel slow and dreamy. Outside, I could see the empty patio, the basketball hoop casting a long shadow across the concrete. The sky was turning that soft purple-pink color it gets right before evening. Clouds lit up from underneath. My Tamagotchi beeped. Not the normal beep, a different one. Longer. I froze, trying to cover the sound with a cough, but a few people heard it and looked over, knowing exactly what it meant. Under my desk, I pulled out the pencil case and checked the screen. It was evolving. The pixels rearranged themselves, swirling, transforming. My heart actually sped up. This was it. All those days of feeding and playing and checking and keeping it alive. This was the moment. The screen went blank for a second. Then the new creature appeared. Not a blob. Not the weird alien. The good one. The round, cute one with the little antenna. I wanted to show everyone right then, but the teacher was watching. So I just sat there, looking down at the glowing screen, feeling this weird rush of pride and happiness. I'd done it. I'd kept something alive. I'd been responsible. It felt bigger than it should have. Bigger than a toy. Bigger than pixels on a tiny screen. The Nintendo game I had at home, the one I played for hours in my room, that was fun. But this was different. This felt like caring. The bell rang and everyone started packing up. I held the Tamagotchi carefully, like it might break if I moved too fast. After school, I walked home the long way, past the row of houses with their front porches and yellow lights starting to flicker on as the sun got lower. The air was cooling off. That perfect temperature where you don't need a jacket, but you can feel the difference between inside and outside. I kept the Tamagotchi in my hand the whole walk, checking it every few minutes. It was strange how much it mattered, how much I'd thought about it over the past few days, making sure it didn't die during the night, setting an alarm to wake up and feed it, checking it between classes even when I knew it was probably fine. It had become part of my routine, part of my day, something that needed me. At home, I went straight to my room and set it on my desk next to my homework and my collection of stickers still in their packages. Through the window, I could see the neighbor's sprinkler going, water arcing back and forth across their lawn in the fading light. Everything felt peaceful, settled, right. I fed the Tamagotchi one more time before dinner, played the game, turned the light off so it could sleep. The little creature closed its pixelated eyes, and the screen went dark except for the tiny Z's floating up. Tomorrow at the patio, I'd show everyone. They'd understand. They'd know what it meant to get the good evolution, to keep something alive for this long, to care about something this much. I looked at the sleeping screen and felt this quiet happiness, like I'd discovered something important about myself. I still think about those weeks sometimes. The Tamagotchi craze didn't last forever. Nothing that bright and intense ever does. But while it was happening, it felt like magic. Like we were all part of something bigger, this wave of kids across the whole country taking care of these tiny digital pets, learning what it meant to be responsible for something, even if that something was just pixels and beeps. The patio is probably still there, the same concrete and picnic tables and basketball hoop with the chain net. Maybe kids still gather there before first bell, though I bet they're looking at phones now instead of Tamagotchis. But the feeling is probably the same. That sense of belonging, of being part of a group, of sharing something special. I kept mine going for almost 3 weeks before it finally died while I was at a birthday party and forgot to bring it. When I came home and saw the angel floating away, I felt sad, but not devastated. Just grateful I'd had those weeks of checking it, feeding it, watching it grow and evolve and need me. It taught me something about caring, about showing up every day for something, even something small, about how good it feels to be needed, to be responsible, to keep something alive and happy through simple, consistent effort. Those late afternoons in the patio, the secret beeping in classrooms, the rush of seeing the evolution finally happen. They glow in my memory like warm light, soft and golden and good. I'd go back to that spring in a heartbeat, tuck that blue Tamagotchi in my pencil case again, feel that little beep against my hand, be part of that moment when everyone cared about something together, something innocent and sweet and ours. Some memories don't need to be complicated to be beautiful. They just need to be real.
Alright, we'll wrap it up here for now, but if you want to keep riding this feeling, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and drop a like. I'll see you in the next episode, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming.